So, it's no secret that the use of consuming storytelling through books has declined over the years. Are people still buying books? I can't remember the last time I bought a book, and I used to love books. I admit that I've been spoiled by how we consume storytelling in today's modern age. Is technology changing or ruining the way that we consume storytelling? I remember being younger and just loving the smell of a physical book. I used to love just walking into a library and smelling, that paper and feeling the texture on my fingers. But these days, I find it very time consuming to read a book. When I want to relax and unwind, I'd rather prefer to put on the TV and watch a K-drama. That's right, guys, books are on the decline, so I've kind of been questioning whether I should still be focusing on writing a book instead of a script. Should I be writing a script instead of a book? That's been running through my mind. Should I be getting into Webtoons? How do you guys consume storytelling in your own time, and what are your preferences? Do you still love books? Do you read books? Would you read a new book? When was the last time you bought a book? What are you watching? Tell me what kind of dramas you guys are watching. Movies? Do you prefer movies instead of series? Do you watch K-dramas? Have K-dramas replaced your love for books and reading? Do you read Webtoons? So yeah, I want to discuss all these things with you guys today. That's the purpose of this video, so I can find the best way that I can move forward as an aspiring storyteller, as a writer, as someone who is writing a book. I want to kind of pick your thoughts and your brains and whether I should be focusing on a different sort of medium to tell my story. So yeah, welcome to Jan Psalms, welcome to my channel. Hope you guys have all been well. I haven't done a sit down in a while. I hope you guys have been enjoying the vlogs, and I'm trying out different things, seeing what could work on this channel, and just kind of expressing myself creatively as much as I can. However, my agenda today is all things storytelling, whether it's books, K-dramas, Webtoons, anime, movies, series. Let's chat. So firstly, I want to touch on Webtoons. I feel like Webtoons are my new fascination, especially with my love for K-pop and K-dramas and how they tell stories in a very fascinating way. I've found that these days people, and not just people out there, even myself included, I've found that I need visual stimulation. I feel like we're living in a world where our brains have become kind of stagnant and almost lazy to imagine and visualize characters on our own, because the joy of reading a book is kind of just visualizing through what the writer is telling you and describing to you through the descriptiveness of the character, how this person could look like, how the main lead will look like, the main female lead will look like, how the protagonist looks like, etc. How the world around them operates is through the writer's talent. But these days we do get that joy of the writer's talent also supported through amazing visuals, live performances from actors, live adaptations, animation to support the storytelling. So like I did say, I love Webtoons these days, and I've been considering maybe collaborating with a designer and creating a Webtoon that could possibly be a solve. I did download the Webtoons app and I found it really nice. I love how almost all of the K-dramas these days are an adaptation of a Webtoon. So that's kind of how I got into Webtoons. I'll tell you guys what I'm reading. Please tell me if you read Webtoons, what are you reading right now? What's interesting? Why do you prefer Webtoons to consume storytelling? And what are you looking for in a good Webtoon? I'm currently reading this one called To Love and Be Loved. I discovered this through a YouTuber that I watch. Her name is Onina. I think that her channel is so cool, and she started a Webtoon because she's really good at drawing. So another thing for me is I suck at drawing, so my strength is writing. So if I got into creating webtoons, I would need to learn how to draw, or I would need to collaborate with someone who's really good at drawing, you know, and who has the tools and the skills to create characters using webtoon apps. So yeah, if you guys are interested in what I'm reading in the webtoon space, I'm reading To Love and Be Loved. It's by Onina, but on webtoons she's known as Somiyu. I don't know if you guys can see my screen, but that's how it looks. I think it's so cool. I'm also reading, so it's basically, she's Korean. I think Koreans do webtoons really well. However, I have seen diversity, which makes me very happy. I'm also reading this really cool webtoon called LMLY. This one is by someone called edbe, and basically I'm not sure what LMLY stands for. I think I forgot. And I just love how she included diversity in her world building and her characters. There's all kinds of races. There are white people, there are black people, there are Koreans, there are Asians, other Asians, and this is how it looks. I love how she did her animation for her main female character. I'm enjoying it so far. I love how with webtoons you can kind of break it down into episodes, so it's easy for a director who picks it up to turn it into a real life adaptation. So yeah, if you want to get into webtoons, try the Webtoon app. I'm also reading SubZero. I just started, it's really long. And Lookism as well. Lookism actually got adapted on Netflix, and I watched it on there before I read it, but I wanted to continue to see and find out what happens to the characters, so I got webtoon, and I'm kind of reading ahead of the series on Netflix on there. And apparently obviously the webtoon is the original, so it's quite nicer than the Netflix adaptation. I do love how Netflix kept it as an animation instead of like a live adaptation with like human actors. I feel like you get the essence of it if it's animation. That's really cool. And then yeah, I'm also really into K-dramas. I'm really into series actually. I prefer series over movies because I feel like series provide more room for storytelling, for the story to grow, for the characters to grow, for the plot to thicken. But I found that these days I prefer how Koreans kind of take on storytelling through K-dramas. And I started watching K-dramas a few years back. I started with this K-drama called The Moon Embracing the Sun. I really fell in love with how it was a period piece, so historical, about the old Joseon Korean era. And kind of how there was like kings and queens, you know, royalty and shamans, and so it's a bit of a fantasy as well. I loved the world building, so I'm writing an African fantasy novel, and I like to watch period fantasy historical dramas to kind of give me ideas, help my imagination flow, help the dialogue flow, and kind of help me ideate and conceptualize my own story. So that's how I kind of got into K-dramas as well, through that historical drama, Moon Embracing the Sun. I also watched Alchemy of Souls, which was really great. It's also a fantasy romance. I love the storytelling on there, the world building. I just love the creativity as well. So I watched that to get inspiration for my book. My book is an African fantasy taking place in a fictional world. So yeah, I've written the first 2 books. One day I will share a bit of a synopsis with you guys if you're interested, but I'm just wondering, am I wasting my time by writing a book? Are there other options to consider, you know, like turning my book into a script, or should I stick to my first love, which is, you know, books, storytelling through books, because that's what I'm good at. If I'm gonna go into the drama or series space, I need to learn how to write scripts. I can write scripts, but I write scripts for work, you know, for advertising purposes, you know, radio scripts, television scripts. I can do that, but I don't know how to write a drama script, so I'd have to learn that. I'm willing to upskill myself, but it's just that a debate I've been having with myself, so I need some advice, guys. Please let me know, are you interested in consuming books, or are books just on the decline? Books are dead, no one cares, it's not worth investing in. I want to know your thoughts. Should I focus on script writing? if I do webtoons, would you guys be interested in that? Are you guys interested in African webtoons? Are you guys interested in African anime almost? Yeah, I'm just exploring all kinds of avenues because I love storytelling so much. So I decided to share this video with you guys and kind of just let my thoughts out and find out from you guys what you think and what you prefer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Would you like to see more videos like this? And yeah, let's discuss in the comment section. Give me some drama recommendations if you have any, K-dramas preferably. Give me some webtoon recommendations. I'm trying to get into anime, but anime is really complex and really long, so it is taking time. So do let me know anime recommendations as well. What do you think I would like, preferably in the fantasy genre and the romance genre and the historical genre as well. But other than that, thank you so much for your time. Hope you're all well. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and like this video, share it as well. It really helps me boost my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Jensoms, I'm out.